welcome back to another episode of Last Order Survival 3. We return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We find ourselves at the Junkyard. Not sure how anyone hasn't noticed the massive Las Vegas on wheels rolling up into here, aka the Swagmobile 9000. But that sounds like a them problem because they gon' die. Then after they die, we got an incredible episode lined up for you boys and girls today. I think some of y'all already know exactly what that's going to encompass. Let's take him out. Oh, he noticed us. Okay. Thought we might be able to sneak that past him. No, it looked like that raider actually had eyeballs. He saw his friend die in front of his own two eyes. But it buffed out because we got our hands on a little bit of a pistol and some of their poopy armor. Hopefully our armor can hold up because this is, after all, a raider event of the Junkyard event, which, I mean, this is probably the version of the event where we might take like the most damage because they have guns and stuff, and that is not good for us, but hey, you never know. We should be able to maybe get a sneak attack off on this feller, and oh dude, that'll be nice. Maybe that AK that he has in his hand right there will be able to drop a full durability. YOLO! Nope, he lived! He survived! That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We took him down, and there's not a lot of time left on this event, so I'm really doing my best to not die. I usually do my best to not die, but I'm really giving it— oh, he didn't drop his AK. Ooh, he did. Really broken though. But I'm really giving it my all because I really don't want to die, because then we might lose all of our stuff to this event forever, and that is not exactly something that I want to become reality. Hey, guy lying on the tree. I am indeed not one of them. Thank you. Thank you for the reward in the chest. You are a homie. Now, let's see if there are maybe some other rewards scattered throughout the Junkyard, because there are a couple of chests like this one. It's decent. I've gotten better, though. I think I've literally, like, found a steel plate before in this chest at my luckiest. That's more of the back of a freaking army truck, but you know what I mean when I say chest. It's a chest on the minimap, so we'll just call it a chest for the sake of, keeping things chest and simple. Ooh, we got a band-aid over here. I low-key gotta use that after some of the damage we've taken. And we'll just continue picking up some of the other things here so we can fill out our inventory, go home with as much as we can. Blah, blah, blah. We've taken out 2, woo! Love to see it, of the raider groups that there are so far. There are gonna be 2 more that we gotta deal with, and the thing is that they're gonna be protecting their motorcycles, and their motorcycles actually have a chance of spawning in. Oh, that's a pretty big group over here. But their motorcycles actually do have a chance of spawning in. I might want to equip actually a gun here if we got to take down 2 people, especially because they're about to rip my clothes piece from piece probably. But whatchamacallit, especially, I forgot what was so especially. Oh yeah, because they're protecting their choppers, which have a chance of spawning an ATV car battery, which low-key is pretty rare, and I'm always looking forward to getting more. And yeet, let's take him out and let's take out his compadres. Woo! That's some A+ execution there, except for the fact that their guns did not stick around, bruh. All right, well, we just got 1 more group to go. We got 1 more chopper too after this one, and unfortunately, they're not dropping the goods that we were looking for. Now, when it comes to taking out this final group, there's an interesting way of doing it. Like, we go ahead and boop, just get that little thing over there to actually start beeping. And then this raider goes to don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me, investigate, and then we yeet him in the— oh no, he looked— oh no, I accidentally shot the other raiders. Oh, this could have got a lot smoother, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we are way too naked for this. Okay, hold on, I think this is the last guy. That's what I was talking about, y'all. That is why I was extremely scared. I knew that my clothes were on the brink of disintegration. That is not where you want to be in the middle of an event filled with people trying to shoot you, because guns do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage from afar, and when you don't have any clothes to stop that damage, that is when near-death experiences happen. Like I was saying, if we died at this event, it would have been so bad because we would have lost our tactical backpack. Honestly, quite a few guns that we brought along, mainly for the shenanigans we're getting into today. We got a really nice raid lined up for later today as well, but that's not even the thing that I'm super excited about. Y'all probably know exactly what I'm hyped for. It doesn't need no introduction because y'all probably can already tell what it's going to be. And let's just continue looting up a couple of these cars, see if maybe there's something semi-decent awaiting us in some of them. I might go ahead We don't need the band-aid or anything. And with that, we've pretty much looted up the entire event. I just went ahead and actually did some of the gas bottle transferring just because that was gonna take quite a while, and I'm not sure anyone would have just wanted to watch me shove some empty water bottles down some gas pipes, you know? It doesn't seem like the most exhilarating of times, but exhilaration is something that you can expect throughout the rest of today. We got a really nice raid lined up. We got a thirst for a place called Bunker Alpha, and we got this right here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What you are witnessing with your own two eyeballs, say hello to the Season 5 teaser posted by the Last Day Honors developers, Kafir, and what we are seeing is an in-game sneak peek of quite a lot of things that are going to be coming our way very shortly. So without further ado, let's start breaking down exactly what we're seeing, because there's definitely a couple of takeaways, and boom, this one is the most interesting. At least in my eyes, what we're seeing here definitely has my intrigue caught quite significantly, because there's a couple of things. Obviously, over on the left in the forefront, kind of the main focus of everything, we have the abandoned mine that we've seen some sketches of as a teaser for Season 5. We're seeing the first in-game rendition of it, and well, it looks to be rather abandoned. It definitely looks to be a mine, and I don't exactly know how we're gonna be able to get inside. Maybe we gotta like crawl in or something. Or there might be something even cooler connecting with what we're seeing over there in the background. So this is obviously going to be some kind of a new location and or event. A big focal point of it is going to be this abandoned mine that is a caved-in entrance of some sort. However we get in, like I'm saying, we'll figure it out. But there is that actually basement over in the background. We can actually see what appears to be a partially destroyed building with some shelves and stuff left over, very similar to the basements that we have seen in a variety of zones, just like with the general basement zones. And while basements go underground, so do underground mines, especially when they're abandoned. Actually, no, they're a mine. They're going underground regardless of abandonment. And well, there's definitely the fact that both of them are in very close proximity to each other. There's a chance that we might need to actually get into the abandoned mine through the basement somehow, which means that this might be a very complicated like underground dungeon that we gotta traverse, and we might encounter some very cool enemies down there as well. We know for a fact, we'll break this down here in a second further, we are going to be getting brand new zombie bear zombies, and well, what else awaits us though down in the depths of there? Maybe we'll be able to find some really maybe more rare metal resources. Maybe we'll have some quests we got to go down there, and I really hope this is like a permanent location and not just like a temporary one or an event. But at the end of the day, time will tell. There's also some kind of like small shed over on the right in the background. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but definitely over there we're seeing like next to the shed we have that basement kind of top side, plus this abandoned mine over here. Boom! Next up, what we're seeing is, well, that exact enemy that I was talking about, the zombie bear, which is going to be making its appearance in Season 5 here. We have an in-game rendition of it. It appears to be in some sort of a wintry zone, whether that means it's going to be the same zone as what we just saw in that last little scene, or if the zombie bear is going to have its own unique domain. Regardless of where or how we meet the zombie bear, we know for a fact it's going to be a tough cookie. We have fought baby bears. We fought young bears, that's the name of the enemy, with 500 health. If a baby has 500 health, I don't even want to know what a full-grown zombified version might have. I'm guessing at least 1,000, potentially a few thousand, and it looks like it has some like deer meat, so I might even be able to kind of do something similar to the blind one where it like heals in between attacks. Like it definitely looks like we might have a cool boss battle of some sort shaping up, and hopefully the loot is really good to reflect that, and maybe we'll even find some of these zombie bears down in the depths of that mine as well, man. And we gotta remember, it's probably going to be a very dangerous enemy, because the last time we saw an infected enemy was the infected wolf. That thing started doing double-digit damage to me when I had like good armor on. That's how powerful the zombified versions of these things can be. Boom! And here we're seeing even more interesting things to catch our attention. attention. You might be like, Star, he is throwing a flare of some sort. What is going on? Well, we know for a fact that there are going to be mortars coming to Last Day on Earth in Season 5 in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I think what we're seeing over here is how we might be able to actually use those mortars, because in like the military and battles, like I don't know if it's like how you do it nowadays, but back in the day, like using a flare is a very good way of marking a territory, and with something like a mortar, you usually have to shoot it from very far away, so it makes a lot of sense that he's tossing this flare to actually mark where he wants a mortar strike to happen, which is so freaking cool that we're gonna be able to literally call in a mortar strike in Season 5 with these flares. I don't know how we're gonna get these flares. Maybe we just get them to get them. Maybe we gotta like loot them from specific loot boxes. And I really hope as well that this is something that we could literally use everywhere too, and not just like a specific area that maybe has the mortar set up. It would be so awesome if this is just like a tool where we now have backup and we can just call in mortar strikes willy-nilly. Maybe not willy-nilly, but you know, definitely more than just in a very certain situation. So this is looking like it's gonna be incredibly cool with those mortars, and boom! The final part of the teaser that we are seeing is the finished Gladiator Arena over at Nick Santi's house. We've had this teased for quite a while, but now we are seeing what appears to be a more finished iteration of it. Where over on the left, we can see someone who, a raider by the looks of it, who has actually set up a little bit of a shop. Lots of boxes with all sorts of goodies scattered throughout, and it is right by the entrance to this Gladiator Arena. We know that we're gonna be facing like bosses and potentially other types of enemies inside of this arena, and there's probably gonna be rewards, and that's probably exactly what that bench is over there on the left. Somehow we'll be able to get points or collect loot or do something from these gladiator boss battles, and then I believe we can turn them in over to my man there on the left and hopefully get some pretty good goods in return for it. But with that said and with that done, that is going to start wrapping it up for this sneak peek of Season 5, and whoo, baby! Season 5 is looking good. And after just a little bit of time of putting stuff away, our inventory is looking pretty clean yet again, which is the perfect situation for us to be in, because we're going where we're gonna be acquiring quite a bit of loot, as y'all may or may not be able to tell, with the help of our favorite survival kit coupons, before getting even more loot from that raid that we got lined up as well. So things are definitely starting to come up a little bit the Millhouse over here in the Starsnipe residence. And hopefully everything's been going well with you lads and lasses as well. Hopefully you're having an absolutely incredible day, incredible start to the weekend, all that jazz that only keeps on getting better from here on out, whether that be from the video, bringing you a smile, bringing you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Doesn't matter to me how that giggle or smile or a little bit of joy might be able to find its way into your life. I'm just crossing my fingers that is exactly what happens, and that it keeps on happening, that your day and weekend and week and month and year and decade and whatever just keeps on keeping on and improving. That is all a lad like me can wish for. So I'm crossing my fingers super hard. And in exchange, I ask for one thing, boys and girls, one thing. I don't know what to ask for. Candy. Give me candy. I will take, I don't even know what kind of candy to ask for. Aw, shucks. But there you boys and girls saw the bunker code for today to get into Bunker Alpha. If that's out of date by the time you are trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below. Phone up-to-date version brought to you by the fan-freaking-tastic community here at the Sniper Gang. And if you are not seeing it down below, you can be the fan-freaking-tastic lad or lassie to go ahead and toss it down there and be of help to anyone who might be in need of that magical sequence of numbers to go ahead and get into this bunker on demand without needing to go back and utilize that thing known as the radio. Now let's utilize these things known as the terminals and get some nice loot coming from there. But yeah, seriously, if you boys and girls are not seeing it down there, it would be awesome if you guys could toss it down there just to be of help to anyone who might be in need. We're always trying to be fan-freaking-tastic and just all about the positivity over here, as y'all can probably tell already with me by now if you haven't yet pieced that together. I try to be, I don't know, I do my best to just kind of spread a little bit of that positivity and the good vibes in general, because I feel like, I don't know, good vibes are more fun to spread than bad vibes, you know? At least that's the way that I see things. And I'm also, except when it comes to one thing, zombies. All right, zombies get all the bad vibes. Zombies are who we take our frustrations out on, all right? But everyone else gets some positivity, except Jane. Me and Jane have a love-hate relationship too, but I don't hate her. It's just like, it's complicated. Our Facebook status is complicated, and whoa! My Facebook status with the yellow crates. In love. This is what you're loving to see. We got an engine parts of shotgun rain. Full durability, bless up, because we have actually started to run a little bit low on shotgun rain following some of the shenanigans we've been getting into. And yeah, even getting full durability ones like that, that is a huge W in my book. And whoa! Guys, I think at this Facebook status, I might need to set it to in love with the green crate too, because we just got an AK-47 out of this thing. Dude, if I get an M16 out of this thing, I'm hype. You're telling me we just pulled an AK? Like, most of the time, all that we ever end up getting from this thing is, whatchamacallit, the thing with the name, the pistol. Like, don't get me wrong, pistols are nice, but man, we got a lot of them, especially when it comes to raids. You actually have a great chance, at least compared to other things, you have a significantly better chance of finding a massive motherload of pistols, as in like 20, maybe more. The most I've ever found in terms of AKs, I think, is like 2. Like, it's just very hard to find like a large stockpile of rifles inside of a raid. So just whenever we can capitalize and get rifles instead of other things, or like shotguns, for example, huge W in my book, if you boys and girls ask me. But why don't I go ahead and ask you guys something, and that is what you boys and girls think about this teaser that we shared today. What is your favorite part of what we saw? Was it the zombie bear, the mortar, the finished arena with what appears to be a stand where we might be able to trade in some of our points and shenanigans that we get into, or maybe even the abandoned mine slash basement wobble combo? Was not expecting him to see me already. Not cool, dude. Not cool, not cool, not cool. But yeah, let me know what out of all those things y'all are the biggest fans of. If you guys have anything else that you guys want to add in about them, some things that maybe you noticed, some things that you hopefully want to see with some of those new things to come into the game. Because personally, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, most excited thing for me, dude, oh my goodness gracious. All that I can say is that abandoned mine, I think that's my favorite right now. That just looks like it's gonna be such a cool and unique location, and there's so much potential, especially with that interesting basement we saw in the background, the entrance to the mine being blocked off. A lot of cool potentialities there. I think I don't know, like the bear, I was gonna say the bear's a close second, but at the same time, let's go and take him down, and then we'll take down the exploder. Like, I was gonna say maybe the bear's a close second, but dude, the mortar looks so freaking cool too. The gladiator arena I'm really excited for too, but I think I don't know. All I know is abandoned mine, I definitely think takes the cake for my favorite thus far. And let's take out that exploder before he does the boom boom, because everyone's got a boom boom sometimes, but if your name is Exploder and you are about 5 feet away from me, no boom boom for you. Well, yeah, let me know what your boys and girls think about all that type of jazz in that comment section down below. If you guys have anything to add in on it, how you guys think these things might end up playing out, any and all that type of jazz in that comment section down below. Looking forward to hearing, looking forward to seeing, ooh, gun oil, the discussions that y'all can have down there regarding this very interesting topic. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the weekly $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure the like button, make sure to subscribe, that'll ensure you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick random video for the past week. Pick a random comment from, that random video, and that'll be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well that you should definitely give a look-ski doodle in case you have not already. Guys, if you haven't seen Journey to the Savage Planet, highly recommend checking that out too. We just started a series on that, and if y'all are interested, I'm happy to post more. This is not gonna affect the Last Day on Earth uploading schedule or nothing like that. We are trying to do 2 uploads a day now, as y'all may have noticed, but that is a very promising, cool survival game with some, honestly, it's kind of hilarious too, but it's really like captivating. And then of course we got the 7 Days to Die series. We got to go and kill the blind one over here. That's not a series though, that's just almost daily occurrence here at the Starsnipe residence. Hello blind one, how do you do? I will kill you soon, don't worry my friend. But obviously the 7 Days to Die survival series, that's going super well. The This Land Is My Land, dude, that's been crazy. We've literally gotten to the point where we actually have like an empire that we can like somewhat manage, and they can like literally go out and do attacks for 7 Days to Die. Obviously we're continuing trying to like build up a ideally like very powerful, very powerful base in 7 Days to Die. Find lots of loot, find lots of rare guns and stuff like that. We're just doing our best to do as good as possible. Just like the blind one's doing his best to not die, but unfortunately, he's facing an expert in the field of death, specifically for blind ones. His name is me. I'm sorry, blind one. It is simply not your day. It is really never your day. Actually, I don't know. He's killed me like one time. I don't want to talk too much smack or anything like that. But yeah, make sure that you guys have that notification bell to stay in the loop with all those survival series as well. In addition, of course, to The Last Day on Earth, because as soon as that new update comes out, there are going to be a lot of wonderful videos coming your lads and lassies way. Not to mention we continue keeping y'all in the loop with everything that is going on with these upcoming updates. But obviously the biggest thing is when those updates themselves come out, we are checking out absolutely everything that we possibly can. We're gonna be checking out the zombie bear, the mortar, the abandoned mine location, the gladiator arena, all that type of jazz, showing it off so you boys and girls know exactly, you know, what it's about, exactly what's gonna be going on, exactly how to potentially be prepared for it yourselves, so you guys aren't going in dark to some of these potentially very dangerous locations. I want y'all to be as safe as possible, and if that means that I gotta sacrifice myself and potentially die a few times here or there, hey, so be it, compadre. So be it. However, today, the blind one's the one that dies with his head inside the wall. Man, he knows how to die majestically, I just gotta say. But honestly, awesome stuff coming up. Looking forward to Last Day on Earth, and there's some very cool survival series we're checking out, and some more survival games as well on the horizon. So all I'm saying is at least give them a look, in case y'all have not already. Because you guys might genuinely enjoy the bejesus out of some of these games, like I do. Because if you guys like Last Day on Earth, you're kind of like me, which means I like Last Day on Earth quite a bit. There's a good chance that you're going to enjoy some of these other games we're checking out. I reckon we might have similar tastes or something along those lines. So definitely make sure to go ahead and give those a look. There's some awesome stuff coming over there. And speaking of things you should give a look, you should also give a look to that pinned comment in that comment section down below. Star, why should I do that? Oh, you know, because that's where you guys can find the winner of this past week's $25 iTunes Touch Play Store gift card giveaway. Today is Saturday, which means a couple of things. Number one, the brand new weekly giveaway is kicking off. Number two, this has nothing to do with what I was talking about, but we got a floppy disk yet again. You love to see it. Okay, what was I saying? It's Saturday, new giveaway kicking off today. Today's the first day y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway throughout this upcoming week. Get all them entries in every single day. Get all that jazz done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Best of luck in the giveaway. When next Saturday rolls around, it'll be time yet again for us to pick another winner, and then a new weekly giveaway to begin yet again as the process continues on that weekly basis. Make sure that your boys and girls are checking that out in that pinned comment in that comment section down below, because that is where the winner for this past week can be found. That's right, there you guys will be able to see the randomly chosen comment from the randomly chosen video from this past week. If that is you, that is shown in that comment. Make sure you reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below. Let me know the best way that I can privately get in contact with you to go ahead and get you to get you set up with that code that you have won, my friend. Because I gotta make sure that it's the code for the right country, because like you can't use like a US Play Store code in like Japan, for example, you know. I don't know if that's actually true, but you know what I'm talking about. Like there's specific countries and stuff, so I gotta make sure that I get specifically like the right code for you. So make sure let me know the best way that I can privately get in contact with you, and also because I gotta send you the code, and I can't just reply to your comment with the code, because everyone can see that code. And codes can only be used once. Otherwise, it'd be free money. I would definitely like free money, but unfortunately, that is not a thing. But yeah, best luck in the giveaway, lads and lassies. Can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say, especially about the Season 5 stuff that we showed off in Season 5, of course, being right around the corner. We got some awesome stuff coming soon to a Starsnipe channel near you, so make sure that you are staying tuned. Plenty of awesomeness to come, and well, we still got some awesomeness to come in this episode, so hopefully you boys and girls can not just stay tuned, but also cross your fingers that this raid goes well, because I'm gonna go ahead and put some of our loot away, and then we got a raid to get into. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have arrived at the homie I think his name's like player 9491 or something along those lines. We got all the tools that we need to hopefully break our way into where the loot is hidden. And from what I could tell, there is going to be a lot of loot awaiting us. So without further ado, we gotta figure out where we want to break into. And actually, I believe if we break in at this little wall right here, we're gonna have a fun little time coming for us. Bada bing, bada boom. Woo! Let's go and skirt in here. Check it out, boys and girls. Woo! This right here is what I'm talking about. So using the turret as a little bit of a funnel, turns out none of the zombies can actually... Woo! Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, but long story short, pretty much the zombies do not have the distance, hold up, to attack us from this beautiful sweet spot over here. Oh my god, he died levitating. That is terrifying. But yeah, pretty much we don't even need to worry about being attacked by the zombies, and we can even utilize a melee weapon because the turret is one of multiple types of items that can actually be used where the zombies are just a little bit too thick to get through. But us, oh no. We might have a sickness for the thickness, but not in this regard. We are just fine and just Gucci McSwaggins. And there is not really much incredible stuff going on into there, but there should be some incredible things in this base overall. And let's go ahead and break into this chest over here and whoa! Come across the first set of such things. We got some full durability shotgun raid. We got a little bit of ESS. So the saw blade base, always highly appreciated. Some Kalashnikov 47 and M16. Things are coming up Millhouse, and from a little bit of the scouting that I've done into this raid, comrades, I believe that there will be a couple of more, woo, fairly notable chests awaiting us. I love finding some engine parts. The heat sensors always appreciated as well. Turret parts are pretty nifty too, and overall, y'all, things are definitely coming up Millhouse, if you ask me. No, that is not what I wanted to break into. I want this chest right here. I believe that this chest will have the goods for us, and... Ooh, okay, a little bit unconventional goods, but I do love coming across this charcoal because we can actually utilize it in our brand new chemistry station for a pretty nifty little crafting recipe as well. So we got some cool stuff coming up in that regard, and I believe that this chest over here should be really good, and exactly what we called. We got ourselves a little bit of the steel plate and some highly desirable aluminum on top of it. Now, besides those chests that we broke into, the other chests are going to be kind of like, okay, they're not going to be incredible, but I'm not going to complain about wood. There are still going to be some pretty decent ones awaiting us, but definitely want to make sure that we grab all the best metals, and I definitely want to go and put some stuff away into our chopper, but un problemo. There are lots of zombies. Now, at this point in time, we no longer utilizing melee weapons, so we're just going to go ahead and utilize this turret to help us funnel some of these zombies in, get a little bit of separation, and take them down without a little bit of damage even being done to us. Let's sit him with the slow-mo and then finish the pistol drizzle to put those finishing blows into him, and I believe that that might be the last whiff of zombie that we gotta worry about. 9, we have 1 more. I think, maybe 2 more actually. There might be another thick fellow coming after us. Yep, exactly as we called it. First things first, let's take out the toxic abomination and then slow-mo on the floater bloater, and he will be taken care of as well. Now, my chopper should be relatively unguarded in all of its glorious Las Vegasness, and let's put away the most valuable things we can because this is a raid that we got from the raiders. They are going to be asking for their quote-unquote fair share of this raid. I'm pretty sure they're in love with air filters. It's air filters and electronic circuits. They just have a thing for those. I don't know why, but they do. So we got to make sure to kind of just keep that in mind as we stash things away into our chopper, because whatever is put away into our chopper, the raiders, they do not know about. So we will be able to save a little bit of their money doing it that way. Now, besides that, low-key, I might just take a poop ton of freaking wood, dude. First things first, might as well just fill up our inventory with wood. If we find better things, I will just, I'll just swap out some wood for them. I think that that might be the go-to plan at this point in time. I think that this chest might have some kind of decent stuff as well. And you guys can see that our noise meter is continuing to climb in. Whoa! Check it out. Full durability. SWAT armor. for us. Oh, and we can actually go and toss a weapon into that, clear out another slot. I suppose I will take a little bit of, say, wood as well, because I need quite a nice chunk of wood to go and repair our base. We've suffered some damages, and wood is a very cheap way of repairing our base while keeping the raiders away from the good loot that we have hidden within the heart of it all. Besides that, I think that this chest over here should be kind of nifty drifty as well. You'll love to see it. We got ourselves a little bit of oak. We got some pine planks too, but I'd rather just get the wood. It's a lot more versatile. We would have to turn it into pine planks theoretically, but raw wood, we could use it for raw wood purposes. You can't really turn pine planks back into wood. To my knowledge at least, I'm no woodologist, but I believe that that is indeedly the way that it do. Now, besides that, I want to say that we've broken into pretty much like most of the best chests that there are at our disposal. I guess at this point, let's just see what else this base has in store for us. And okay, we got ourselves a little bit of dice nuts. We got ourselves a little bit of those. We still got 2 full durability hatchets to utilize as well. And all in all, not too shabby if you ask me. Let's see what this chest has. And just a bunch of cloth and leather like that. And yeah, like I'm saying, I'm like 99% sure he broke into like the best chest that this has in store for us, but we do still have quite a little bit of hatchet left for us. So why don't we go and soften up all these chests? We'll see what else these chests have in store for us, because at a certain point our hatchet should be breaking here, and then we'll have a little bit more inventory room. Worst case scenario, we'll run over here and just grab some extra wood, because well, actually let's grab a little bit of extra wood right now, but after that one breaks we can have a little bit of extra wood to spare as well. And anything else that we really want to break? Maybe, honestly, let's see what's within the iron working bench, and let's see what's within the wood working bench. And even though the big one might be coming, we are in the sweet spot where, check it out, these are some little games we can play with the big one. As long as he hits us through the wall, even though he's not getting contact with us, normally he would actually teleport to try and get to us. But as long as he kind of like gets a hit off on us every once in a while, he actually will not teleport to us. So even though he's not doing damage, this is kind of like a variation of the wall trick over here that is indeedly keeping us safe. And there's unfortunately not really a lot that is catching my attention. Let's go ahead and bring the big one over to this wall so we get a little bit more chance to chill. And we got hold on, big one, come and give me a hit real quick. Hit me! There you go. We gave me a big old hit over there. I am dying of thirst. That's not good. Luckily, I think at this point I'm pretty happy with everything that I got. Why don't we go and grab ourselves that instead of the hatchet, because there's nothing else we can really break into from there. And Dipsky doing a lot out. Thank you, Mr. Turret, for the safe passage, and thank you, Mr. Player. I forget what player's name this was. Player like 9491 or something like that. But Mr. Player 9491, thank you for the hospitality, and most definitely thank you for the loot. I am definitely highly appreciative between just the great loot we were able to grab today, not to mention some of that incredible stuff we were showing off and breaking down. And y'all, season 5's right around the corner, and we obviously got some big things coming in that. So looking forward to that. Obviously looking forward to more raids and just plenty more survival adventures coming your way. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna go to start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.